that who I know Johnny is. So, a nice guy. Idol namin siya ni Jimmy. Si Jimmy, pinagmamayabang niya yung kuya niya as we were going to school in Ateneo before. Athletic, very smart, kind-hearted. And when I saw the app that he had developed, this thing called SureServe, I saw kung ano yung intention niya para makatulong sa workforce, sa working man, the hardworking force here in the Philippines. Nakita ko na talagang siya talaga to. Not just him, but friends of his from many years ago. One of them is also here this afternoon. There's I think 5 of them na solid na parang pamilya na yan, kumbaga. And very well-meaning itong SureServe na ito. So that's why we are so grateful na nandito kayo, especially those who are here with the intention of sharing to everybody what SureServe is para lalo pa nating mapalaki ang network na ito. And this afternoon is such a big deal because this is one of the biggest partnerships in healthcare this year, diba? That we are claiming that, and that is true because SureServe is partnering with a powerhouse, and that's something that you all know about and find out more about this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, para hindi ko na ma-embarrass further ang aking neighbor, please welcome the CEO of SureServe, Mr. Johnny Bondo.
Parang birthday ko Thanks, Susie. Okay, wow, good afternoon everyone. Dear guests from our corporate account partners, friends from media, and of course to the officers of our newest merchant partner, Mercury Drug Corporation. Wow, thank you. Thank you for the time that you're generously spending with us and for gracing our humble event with your presence. We are honored. It will be a short program, but hopefully not short in relevance, hopefully not short in value, especially to the Filipino working class, who is our common customer, who is our common beneficiary of our dream and our mission. Once again, I'm Johnny Bondok. I'm the CEO and founder of SureServe. For those of you who might not yet be familiar with what we do in SureServe, especially to the members of the press who were not around during our last media launch in February 2023. So please allow me to share a very brief history. Please give me a couple of minutes. So in March 2022, we launched SureServe as a credit line on your mobile app. Ganun nagsimula. Okay. So yes, we're a microfinance company, a humble pautang company. But we do not give out cash, but rather credit. So think of us as a credit card, but without the plastic card, but rather credit that can be accessed through an app on your mobile phone. Haba? So SureServe is a credit card on your mobile phone, and most importantly, the credit is focused solely on healthcare use. Okay. So, our healthcare merchant partners, which accept SureServe credit as payment, are grouped into 3. Tatlo pong groups yan, yung merchant partners. Doctors, clinics, and pharmacies or drugstores. So for doctors, okay, we have over 100 of them, and you can find their names in the in-app directory of SureServe app. No? So for vaccines, for professional fees, that those doctors charge, SureServe can be used as payment. For clinics, okay, we have partnered with a number of the top clinics nationwide, Aventus, MyHealth, HealthCube, New World Diagnostics. So for clinic services, all of those established I mentioned will accept SureServe as credit. Now the big news is for clinics, the top diagnostic clinic chain in the Philippines, High Precision, just signed up with SureServe 2 weeks ago. Okay, and before the year is over, our members can already use SureServe credit as payment. Galing ng pala ko, palakpakan, galing. Okay, so, now the third group, lastly, the third group, which accepts SureServe credit as payment, are pharmacies and drugstores. So for medicines and even other items that are sold by these drugstores, our members can use SureServe credit as payment. Okay. So yun ang kasaysayan. Okay. So 3 years since launch, we invited you today because we've made some progress. Our small company that could has made progress the past 3 years. And while I cannot go into very exact figures due to some confidentiality agreements we have with our merchant partners, suffice to say that in the past 3 years, we've acquired thousands of members and users within the SureServe credit network. And I think we can also say, that our members are highly satisfied with their service. And I'd like to point out three data points, 3 developments that are proof that they're highly satisfied with the service. If you'll give me time to go through these 3 things. Wala nang PowerPoint kasi ang dali pong unawain. Number 1, over 80% of our SureServe members who have tried SureServe have remained in the system, continuing to rely on our credit for their healthcare needs. So this speaks of the loyalty we've earned and the traction we've achieved among our members. Once they try, they stay. And considering we've been around for 3 years, I think that's good news. No? 3 years is long enough for you to want to quit on a service. So for 80% of them to still be there after 3 years, I think speaks of loyalty and traction that we've gained. So that's good news number 1. Number 2, in terms of frequency of use, our partners and I, and one of them is here, I'd like to ask him to stand up and be recognized. Jerwin Laviles is at the back. One of my 3 katotos, nung grade 4 pa kami at naka-shorts, magkakilala na kami. That's another story altogether. We projected what we already thought was a stretch target of frequency of every other month. Sabi namin, siguro every other month. Month 1 gagamit, month 2 hindi, month 3 gagamit. And we thought that would already be stretched and realistic. Enough to build, a decent sized business. But as it turns out, from 3 years of working SureServe, our members have relied on our service more heavily, more frequently, and they use SureServe 1.5 times a month, or 3 times of our projections. Hindi namin nakalain. 3 times of our projections. And this speaks of, I guess, the reliability of the service. Kasi hindi naman pwede gamitin madalas kung down, di ba? The reliability of the service. And this speaks of the connection we've made with our members. No? SureServe has become a habit as far as accessing their healthcare needs is concerned. Naging habit na. Yeah. Number 3 and last, no? And again, in terms of use, no? When it comes to use, thanks to the availability of the credit line, our members, ito baka gusto niyo pong unawain, our members have doubled their transaction amount when using the SureServe credit compared with when they buy using their personal cash. See, from my 25 years of experience in FMCG and from learning shared with me by our friends from the drugstore industry, the average transaction amount in a drugstore is about 750 pesos, if I'm not mistaken. Mga ganon, 750, 800 pesos. And it is also due to the tingi mentality of our Filipino consumers, the sachet mentality. We are the sachet capital of the world, yes, di ba? But from a healthcare standpoint, that can't be good, no? What's supposed to be a week-long prescription of antibiotics is reduced to 3 days worth of medicines because of the unavailability of cash. Yun lang eh. Yun lang ang pera, so sige, 3 days lang. Pag parang magaling na, pwede na. Di ba? And that can't be good. But again, thanks to the availability of SureServe credit, our members' monthly usage versus the 750 average, our members' monthly usage is 1,500 pesos. And that allows them to buy a complete set of medicines. So again, this speaks of the sheer value of the service, no? Allowing our members to fully access their healthcare needs, their medicine needs, while managing the other uses of their available cash. So ang nangyari po, mga kaibigan, SureServe has become, takbuhan when it comes to healthcare. When cash is not available, and ganon, and yung cash not available is a common occurrence among our working class. Okay. So we're grateful for that. We are thankful for the progress. We are thankful to the merchant partners. But at this point, we're also thankful to our corporate account partners for entrusting us with a portion of the healthcare benefits that you extend to your employees. Naku, maraming salamat po. Kung di dahil sa inyo, syempre kami naman po, we're just the hub of the wheel. We just put things together. But it happens because of you. So yeah, yan po. Okay. Now, while we're thankful for the progress, we also know that there are new mountains to climb. There are new mountains to climb. And in this, we take the cue from our members' usage. You know, we've observed that over 95% of our members' transactions are on medicine purchases from our partner drugstores. And maybe this is not surprising kasi medicines is the benefit that is not covered mostly by HMO coverage. So with that, we're now inspired to focus more on this medicine purchase from our partner drugstores. Now, without taking away any access to the doctors in the clinics, nandyan pa rin yan, we believe it's now time to be very clear with our members and the public, all the publics, time to be clear with them that when it comes to medicines, SureServ is their go-to. Ang haba ng pasahali ko. Because that all leads to the first of two reasons why we asked you to come here this afternoon. Because with that, and without further ado, we would like to share with you the new campaign of SureServ as the first GNPL service for employees of our corporate accounts. Kung may BNPL, buy now, pay later, kami po ay the first gamot now, pay later service for corporate accounts in this country. So thank you. Pwede natin ulit palakpakan yung purpose of the camera. We're the first GNPL service for corporate accounts in the country. Okay. Now, first of two major announcements. Sabi ni Susie, may pasabog kami. That's 50%. And I really mean 50%. This goal of bringing medicines closer to the working class is a dream that's too big for us to dream by ourselves. Too big. Sino ba kami? Kapitbahay lang ako ni Susie. I mean, but as they say, it takes teamwork. Nabasa ko lang to make the dream work. Yan. Maaring katang-isip namin, nila Jerwin, pero alam naman namin kung hindi namin to maa-ambisyon mag-isa. So, okay, in light of this GNPL launch, we would like to take this opportunity to thank and also to make an announcement that this GNPL service will not be possible without the partnership with none other than the largest drugstore chain in the Philippines. Hindi pwede. I mean, of course, we've had pharmacy merchant partners the past 3 years, but truth to tell, we will be hard-pressed to claim GNPL if we were not in partnership with the #1 drugstore chain in the Philippines. Bitin, it doesn't make sense. How can you be GNPL kung wala yung bida? Okay. So, without further ado, for my second brief announcement, but we share it with pride. As of 10 days ago, October 27, our SureServe members, let me say that again, our SureServe members can now buy their medicines and use the SureServe credit from none other than the #1 drugstore chain in the Philippines, Mercury Drug Corporation. To the officers of Mercury Drug, we are beyond grateful that you've chosen to share in our dream, in our simple dream to bring healthcare, particularly medicines, closer to the hardworking men and women of the Philippine workforce. It took some time. We've been at it for a couple of years, but I will borrow a line from my good friend Ronald Galang of CWCC. Good things take time, no boss? Good things take time, and we're just thrilled at all the possibilities that our partnership can bring. We are looking forward to helping more of our kababayans access their medicines and healthcare needs even without cash, and that's thanks to the credit that SureServe provides, and that's thanks to the nationwide coverage and the complete set of medicines that Mercury provides. Pag Mercury, walang kulang di ba? Walang kulang. Pag Mercury nandyan, talaga walang kulang. So once again, how about a round of applause for our newest merchant partner, none other than the #1 drugstore chain in the Philippines, Mercury Drug. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so 3 years ago we had a dream. It was a crazy dream. We wanted to help the working class gain access to their healthcare needs, even when their financial conditions prevent them from doing so. 3 years from that time, we've taken our dreams into sharper focus and really want to build a true GNPL, a true Gamot Now Pay Later service for employees of this highly challenged nation. Hirap na hirap po ang kababayan natin, and we want to help in our own small way. And the guarantee is that, you know what, even if you do not have the cash, for as long as you have a job, and your employer is willing to have a salary adjustment arrangement with SureServe, then you will not have to worry about your capability to access your much needed medicines. And from none other than lang naman, hindi naman kung saan drugstore lang. Our members can now buy their much needed medicines from none other than Mercury Drug Corporation. So thank you. We had a dream. Sabi nga nila, dreamers need believers, di ba? Dreamers need believers, and we're thankful to Mercury for believing in what we're trying to do, which is to bring medicines closer to our hard-working men and women of the Philippine labor workforce. That's all my 10 minutes of fame, my 15 minutes of fame. I'd like to thank again all the guests for being here. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Alam namin very busy kayo. We thank all the guests, all our corporate account partners, members of the press. Of course, thank you Mercury Drug. Thank you very much. And ultimately, of course, we thank the good Lord for assembling everything and allowing this network to come to life. And we're just very humbled to be part of it and to play our small role in coming up with a service that hopefully will be available for those who might need it. Alam mo mga kaibigan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you.